Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Is this thing on? Yes it is. I am smSithLord, dressed like I'm straight out of Karate Kid today, and this is the weekly or bi-weekly build stream. It's the web world stream today, and today I'm going to make a new web world from scratch. So I'm going to do the whole process at lightning speed. I'll probably just upload the default template to show how it works. Okay, so at lightning speed, I'm going to, in a moment, create a brand new web world project by downloading the zip and going through all the motions. Am I going to explain it as I go? Yes, but I'm going to be clicking real fast. I'm going to be clicking as fast as I can. So before I start clicking as fast as I can, let me make sure that I'm not going to mess up my VOD potential here. I want it all to go real smooth, which means I don't want to have an existing Somnium Web World template zip sitting in there. It's web world. Ha! Okay, now we're good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do it, and I'll explain it as we're going. And then after that, I'm going to be making a portal world, like a hub world, where you spawn into there, and there's you go to this world, and there's a bunch of doorways to other parcels and other web worlds that you can go through. So it's like Grand Central Teleportation Station. Maybe that'll be the name. Okay, action, let's do this. Today, we'll be making a brand new web world. So we start off by going to the Somnium Web Worlds GitLab here. And we're going to download this zip by clicking on it and then clicking download. This is the Web Worlds template version 0.1.1. And we do not need to unzip it. We just need to download it. Now that we got it downloaded, we could go to Play Canvas and click New. We want to create a new project, and we'll, no, I'm sorry. Look at that, I already messed up the VOD. I'm gonna do it over again. I'm sorry, everybody go on this journey with me. And this will be the only restart, the last and only restart. Everything else will go smooth. This is live TV. Nothing can go wrong. And action. Hey everybody. This is how we're going to go through and create a new web world from scratch, and we're going to do it all on our first try here. So we're going to go to the Somnium Web Worlds GitLab here. We're going to download the Web Worlds template version 0.1.1. Now that we got that downloaded, we don't need to unzip it. We need to go to Play Canvas to go to our project list, and right here it says import project on the left hand side. We're going to click that. Then we're going to double click on the zip that we just downloaded from the GitLab. Give it a moment as it thinks. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a brand new project. The project's just going to be called Web Worlds Template. So let's rename that. Instead of clicking editor right away, we're going to go into settings and we're going to rename our thing. And we're going to rename it Teleportation Station, baby. That's good enough. Save and editor. Now we are in editor mode here. We can create our scene in our hierarchy. If we want to test it, we click launch, and that lets us walk around it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and publish this right away to a brand new GitHub free web hosting account. So even if you don't have your own web space, you can do all this without having to have your own website. So click on main, or click on your thing up here, it's main, then click publish, download, check these two boxes for select all and optimize seed format. Why not? We want to be optimized, and then click download. Now it's going to download a file for you to deploy. My file is called Teleportation Station. Okay. So you need to unzip this one. So I'm going to unzip it, and here's all the files that were in it. and we're ready to upload some of these things, but we need a place to upload it. Let's say that we don't have our own web space. So we're going to github.com. You can create a free account here, and then what you want to do is you want to create a repository. New, right here, new repo. And the repo name, mine's going to be called SomWorld Teleportation Station. SomWorld Teleportation Station. Public, yeah. I don't need to change any of this other stuff. I'm going to click Create Repo. So I created a brand new repo. It tells me all this advanced stuff that I'm going to completely ignore, and I'm just going to click Upload an existing file. Right on this page, it shows it right there. Click there. And now it wants me to drag and drop my files. Hey, there you go. That I can do. So here's my files that I downloaded and unzipped. Drag and drop them in here and let it go. Now, there's one more thing that has to be done. But it will come up after all the uploading here. So we'll give it a minute. There's actually two more things that have to be done. So be patient as you upload your files. All right, now we'll say, you always have to name your commit, so we'll say initial version. And we'll give it a moment as it processes the files that we just uploaded. Now, our files are uploaded, but we want to do two things to make it accessible as if this was a regular website. Because right now it's like a weird code repo, but we want it to have a URL like it's a website. So the first thing we have to do is we have to add a new file. The new file, we're going to just click Add File, Create New File. And it's going to be an empty file, but we're going to name it something. And what we name it is super important. We're going to name it NoJekyll. We're going to name it .NoJekyll. And then we'll say added NoJekyll. And we're going to create the new file, the empty file. That is only .NoJekyll. Okay, now all the files that we need are in there. We're ready to go, but we still want this to be a web page. So how do we do that? We'll click on Settings. And then we click on Pages. And right here, where it says Branch, we change from None to Main. And we click Save. Okay. It says that it's done. But what does that mean? Well, we go back to the repo here, and we kind of just click refresh. We kind of just click refresh until we see something appear over here. It might take a minute. There it is. Okay. So now there's something called environments here. Now this is GitHub turning your thing into a website. So you kind of just have to be clicking refresh. Not too many times until it says that it's done. Right now it says it's pending. Okay, what happens if I refresh again? Now it says it's in progress. Look how fast we're moving along. Let's refresh again. Now it's active. Okay, so when you click over here, you can click View Deployment. So this is where I clicked. I clicked on Environments. I clicked where it said Environments, and then I have View Deployment. Now this is exactly how it would look when you're testing. It wouldn't make sense to publish the template here and bind it to your parcel. You'd want to like create something awesome first, but I'm just illustrating how to do this. I'm copying the URL from the top here. Copy. Now that I've got this copied, I'm ready to go to put this on a web parcel. somniumspace.com/parcel/888. You have to log in to the parcel that you're going to put your world on. And after you've logged in, you go to the little cog here, adjust parcel settings, and you replace whatever URL you used to have in there with the new one that I just copied. And the type of world is a custom holistic world because it's going to completely replace the scene. You could make one that adds it to the parcel, but setup would be a little bit different. Now we're going to click Save and Reload. It's still going to show the old screenshot until I take a new screenshot. But now we see on this parcel, live 338, I can log in. I should have assigned something to that web tab for it to make more sense. And I am here. I am in. And I got all the Somnium Space features like chat and emotes, and I could click on stuff. And that's it. So, that's how you set a new one on there, a speed run. Now, hopefully that is good to cut a VOD of later. Now, let's actually build something here. Now comes the fun part, because now is when I'm actually going to get into 3ds Max, which I already have open, and debug stuff and just make it all good. Okay. Let's do it. We can close all these things. Oh, wait a second. Let me go back. Yeah. I took the cool web world off of this parcel to demonstrate how to put the brand new one on there, but let me put the cool one back on there. Yeah. Now, this one is cool because the one that I'm starting right now is going to be a little bit more substantial and take me a while to create. So now, I didn't want to just leave the blank templated one up there for too long. So, we're done with the GitHub right now. We're done with the GitLab right now. How about steel doors? Let's talk about steel doors and textures and perhaps other amazing looking models. What this world that I'm creating is about and how it's going to be targeting things. Okay, I was thinking maybe I should make a hyper optimized teleportation hub for going to all these different places. That's one way to approach it, but another way to approach it is to make it not so hyper optimized, because if I have a hyper optimized hub, I only want to link out to hyper optimized other parcels. Because then it's like your low-end device would work on everywhere that you link to. But I'm thinking, hey, maybe I should link to super detailed parcels. So we won't go hyper-optimized, but you wouldn't know it by how much I'm going to be talking about optimization. So when I click, because we still have to optimize, even if we're not getting hyper with it. I sourced an asset from sketchfab.com here. I scouted it out earlier, and to make sure it was good, I turned on wireframes so it shows me the weight, or not, it's the distribution of all the geometry. You don't want to see really dark parts when you're looking at the wireframe like this, because really dark parts means that it's really high detail. And the darkest parts here, when you zoom out for the highest concentrations of geometry, right here, that's super round, but it's not so bad. Altogether, this thing is 1.1K triangles, but look how pretty it looks on the final render. So let's use this somehow. And I'm just thinking, could I copy some assets that I've already prepared in other web worlds that I've made in previous streams? Probably, but we are going to make something from scratch in 3ds Max right now, and it's going to be based around this door. Also, I need to convert this door to an FBX. Let's do that, and while we get warmed up in 3ds Max here. So, Welcome to 3ds Max. It's kind of just like Blender, but different. So let's import this DAE that I have sitting in my download folder that I prepared earlier. Just like a good cooking show. You gotta have your ingredients sitting there, ready to pull out of the oven. Okay. How about the material? Oh, the material wouldn't come in. Yeah, let's see how this works. And then we're going to export this. Export selected. I'll just export it like that. Oh, wait, I messed up. Always be aware of units of your editor and your target platform if you're going to go into the 3D modeling here. This is like hard mode using 3D modeling tools. So Play Canvas engine, which the Somnium Web Worlds SDK is built on, is it uses meters as its default unit of measurement. And I want to make sure that I am perfectly set up to export meters before I even import my DAE. Because I clicked the wrong button. Because when you import stuff, it converts it to be good in your scene. Hopefully, I didn't mess up that checkbox. I may have. So let's see how big 1 meter is in here. Here is a meter cube. And my door is ginormous, which should be a word. So let's make our door not huge. Using an amazing 3D mouse. It's so real. It's kind of like VR, except for just not really. I would hold up the 3D mouse to show you all what I'm talking about, but it is kind of, it doesn't have a very long cord. It lets me have a very good range of motion here. And what's interesting right now is my right hand mirroring on the webcam might make this look like my left hand. But my right hand, it is on my mouse, making my cursor move around. My left hand, it is on the 3D mouse, controlling the camera. I have no hands on the keyboard at all. And the 3D mouse has a whole bunch of buttons on it, so I can change between different tools and stuff like that. Or focus on the thing. It has all kinds of tools. So, no keyboard is the future. Yeah, I'm living it. I'm in the future. I could have been in the future this whole time. So if that's 1 meter, how tall is the door? How tall is a door? I don't know. I think my door will be a little bit bigger than this. Now my door should be like 2 point something meters. Hey, this is pretty good then. Yeah, we're a big door, sure. Okay, so my door is the right size now. Let me make sure that I'm centered up. Sure. And I'm ready to export. I deleted my measurement cube, yeah. File. Export. The whole thing. Let's throw it onto the desktop as metal door.fbx. Yeah. I'll tell it to embed the media, but I'm actually going to texture this thing in the editor here. So let's start making this look not so basic. Just real quick, I still am going to make the whole actual world, like level design style, in 3ds Max and export it here, and it is going to be pretty optimized. But let's see what we got going on here with metal door. Make sure that my asset tasks are doing their thing. To create a new folder, I'm going to need to upload the textures to this separately. I did notice they came separate. Here they are. We're going to use, what is that? Just those 2 lines, the whole texture sheet for those 2 lines. We got roughness, normals. It's not use metallic. I don't know. Maybe we're going to upload them all. 16 megabytes? How big are these things? They're 4K textures. Okay, let's not just upload these. Check it out. We're gonna resize these to 512. Yeah. I should just batch convert these, but it's okay. We're going to compress the JPEGs too, just so our project's smaller, even though we're going to use basis compression anyways. Probably not the wisest thing, but I'm not the best artist, top secret. I'm not, you know, I know how to do everything. And when you hit all the bases, then it comes together pretty nicely, even if you don't have monster godlike art skills. I can't draw a perfect circle, you know what I mean? AO.jpg. But hey, I'm not exactly drawing perfect circles here when I'm compressing materials down to 512 and not wrecking my normal maps. So you can't just resize normal maps because it changes their color. You can't JPEG compress them or resize them without being careful. So I need to go to normal map resizer. I need to find a normal map resizer. You'll just resize the PNG and hope that it doesn't butcher the normals. But you can't compress it. You can't compress it. 512, 512, let's download. Yeah. Photoshop is what a normal person would use. And an artist would have Photoshop installed, wouldn't they? But again, I don't have Photoshop installed. I must not be the best artist, but I'm gonna make something cool right now. And that just goes to show that you yourself don't have to be a perfect artist to get this kind of stuff done. But if you are an artist, it saves a heap of time, because then what you export from 3ds Max, you pretty much just drag and drop it, or what you export from Blender or Houdini, if you use Houdini or Cinema 4D or something like that. Then basically what you export, you can drag and drop in. So once you get the pipeline down from your favorite tool to the SDK here. Let me upload some more stuff. Small, here they are. Okay, I was going to use this other one too. I was. It's a good thing I didn't upload the 4K versions. Yeah. We got the template here. Very close to a gigantic door. I did want it huge because I want people to be able to easily walk through it. However, this is probably too huge, so I might adjust that. But what about the material? Excuse me. Why is it so black? Oh, because it's dark over there. Okay. I was watching a developer commentary video the other day, and they were mentioning this. They're like, PBR, it's always a battle. you put your thing in, and if just one thing's not right, it just shows up black. Then you find out that some values were wrong somewhere in the material, and you got to be super careful to be setting your materials correctly. AO. I think that's right. Hopefully that's not inverse. Seems good. Okay, we got a really cool door here. It's a little bit too big. I'm gonna resize it here and then just re-export it, because that way I don't mess with the scale at all. And what's this gonna be called? This is gonna be called teleportation station. Inside of the editor, in the Play Canvas editor. So I wanted to have most of the stuff in Max, 3ds Max here. Or if you're a Blender person in Blender, you want to use the tool and keep as much of the workflow as you can, and as much as the source versions as you can in your favorite development tools. That way, you can keep going back to them and making changes, and without doing changes in the last mile after you import them, because you'd have to redo some of those changes. So instead of scaling in the editor, I'm scaling here, and I'm exporting as metal door. Now let's experiment a little bit here and see what it takes to replace this door specifically. Which means when I drag and drop metal door into here, is it going to go and create a new folder, or is it going to put it into the old one? It's going to put it into the old one, isn't it? It did! Cool! Smart one. I didn't have to click any boxes. We're good. It updated to the new one, which was just a different scale. Let's see how this looks. When you test from the editor, you don't have your Ready Player Me. You can't interact with web browser objects, but you can run around as a little dummy guy here and test stuff out. This door was better when it was bigger. Are you kidding me right now? It was an illusion. I thought it was too big. It wasn't too big. But that's okay. Drag and drop it back in here again. Now it's a little too big. That's a little in-between value there. I'm going to have a bunch of instances of this door. That's why I'm taking my time with it. I think I'm going to have a bunch of instances for this door. I need to get the actual layout of this thing designed quickly, because I actually went through the whole deployment process up front at the beginning of this video, didn't I? So that ate up some time, I'm sure. Okay, I'm usually going to have these doors just propped open. I'm going to need to make a door jam, and now things are going to start getting interesting. These are going to be the portals, I believe, to the other worlds. So their doors are always going to be open, but they need... I'm just trying to visualize what this is. We got a lot of silver. We're going to have a lot of silver. We don't want to have too many textures. What's the layout of this thing going to be? Well, let's get into 3ds Max and start figuring it out. So there's the size of a door, and this is all correctly scaled. Cool, cool, cool. This door now is just a placeholder. Actually, before I do that, no, we're good. Oh no, actually, we're gonna save a copy as metal door.max, because now this is just a placeholder for where the door will go. We have two doors, and they'll probably be open. Okay, now they'll be swung open. This one out or in? I want to swing them in and try to go for a trippy effect. And then a door frame. So they're properly spaced out. And before I do all that, I probably want to whatever. Let's make this door frame. I should have made the door frame while the doors were closed, is what I was thinking, and I probably still should. Let's make another copy of these things. Okay, now let's make a door frame going around this. The first thing I need to think about is what's the floor gonna look like? Let's use a starry skybox, just thinking through my head. In my head, I have a bunch of starry skyboxes I can use. We need some 3D stones along the edges, perhaps. Maybe that would look cool. We can have a few lights. We got a door there. Let's kind of block this scene out here. That's what I'm gonna do now. By making a block. That's like this. And then let's see where other doors will be. Shift. Yeah. Do like a circular geometry thing. That's always impressive. Doesn't like circular geometry stuff. I'm trying to click so fast, I'm not being able to keep up with the chat today. I will be checking in with that once I get to a little bit of downtime here. But I need to at least get this thing blocked out. Oops. Before I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. But soon it will be awesome. Okay, so how about 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 portals. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's just do 6 portals. We won't go too insano. Yeah, let's just group select both of these. Oops. Ugh. And then we'll mirror them. Alright, so that means that we'll want like a cylinder plate here in the middle. Yeah, and then that's actually not what we'll want, but it'll be something like that. Something like that. It'll be more like this, though. Will it now? Yeah, let's not get too crazy with it. But let's get a little crazy with it. I'm just thinking here, what is this going to look like?
I saw it when I walked, boy.
Okay, let's see what happens here. We're going to change this to an edible poly. And we're going to click on this thing. And then we're going to do a bevel, but the bevel's going to go nowhere up. It's only going to go in. It's going to go in about yay much. Okay, and then every one of these. Let's control this thing. Here and here, every 2. These are all going to have a weird bevel on them. Only on the top. I don't think I'll even bother making the bottom surfaces. Okay, and how's this going to look? Let's see. I think I screwed up. I did. I don't want these here because I need something more than just nothing on this side. So get me more there. Okay, so these are going to go about here, but they don't need to be super accurately placed right now because these are just boxed out placeholder things. Oops. Okay. Now what? Now we need some impressive crap going on still. We don't have any impressive crap yet. Let's see what we can do about that. if anything. I need to start thinking about the textures that are going to be on here. Yeah. Okay, and what's going to be over here. So we have all these, well, we got a handful of doors to go somewhere over here. What do we have over here? Over here we got the big old screen to watch stuff on. Is that what we got? Or do over here we got, what do we do when we're not just jumping from world to world is what I'm thinking. Maybe we check out a really cool 3D model or something? So I'm over here. Yeah, I need a focal point. But before I can have a focal point, I gotta figure out the rest of this stuff here. And before I can figure out the rest of this stuff here, I kind of got to get this to go over there to where the focal point thing is. So what am I going to have over there? I'm going to have another platform like this, except for it'll be a 3D model on it to check out. Okay, so I'll just, you know, I don't know if that would be the case. Maybe this is poking out too far, because I'm trying to get this done. If not today, within the next stream. I got an idea. It's not going to be the most impressive thing in the world, so I can't get too hung up on it. It might look awesome to me, but I don't know if I'll be impressing other people. So it just needs to be functional. Oops. There we go. Okay, and these go up. Okay. Now we need to have some cool pipes going around this thing to make it, and the door frames. I need to make the door frames. Let's make the door frames right now, because without the door frames, we don't have much. And that's going to lead into the texturing, and that's where we want to be. Because, let me jump into the stream chats here and catch up a little bit. I'm about to check the time, and that's where I was going with that, because we are exactly only 45 minutes into it. What? That's really good. That's really good. Okay. We're getting to the other chat too. I'll be lurking in the YouTube and the Twitch chat today. Thanks everybody for joining. And if you're watching on LinkedIn or Twitter, welcome as well. Okay, let's get to clicking. Just thinking. Am I going to have a series of tubes everywhere, like the internet? Let's get a little materials in here, because this needs to start looking better before I can appreciate where I want to take it. I'm going to auto-smooth this thing. That's pretty dang smooth. It's probably too smooth. And the materials. Let's get them in here. They're going to be 4K, I think. So we're going to set up some metal. Metal. Oxidized aluminum metal. Actually, that would be really shiny. That might be cool. I'll open that up in the window. What else? Oh, these little panels always look cool. We could use these little panels, perhaps. Painted lace texture bricks. I don't think we're going to use bricks, but I need... There we go. Steel. Here we go. Steel. All right. Let's make some materials to use in this scene. And they're going to be physical materials. And I'm going to assign these things to some of these slots. Yeah, so what is this? This is albedo. We'll put this over here, and then when I connect it to the base color, what channel did that go into? Over there. Okay, so what if I just drop it straight into here? It didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. Okay. I was just learning AO. I don't think there's anything in here, so no. Missive? That's not a missive. Why do they even have these in here? I guess it could be important. Glossiness, normal map, and specular. I'll use those. Let me just remember, where does glossiness go into? Am I not seeing the material layer here? Ah. I know where normal map goes. There's emission. It's not the clear coat. There's roughness. Okay, that's probably where the specular goes. Here is the glossiness, which goes where? Here, you know what? Let's use this kind of material. This one I won't be so confused in, because it's going to almost line up. This one goes to the base color. This one is the specular. This one is, what was this? The glossiness. I didn't use the AO. Here's the normal. There we go. I hope that exports well. I mean, this will be like the test. Okay, let's assign this thing. See what it looks like here. With the UV mapping, which it's probably not good yet. Ooh, cool. We need to set up a light in the scene so it can start looking neat. And then we'll change this to high. There we go. That's better. My normal maps are not good. I mean, my UV maps. So let's auto UV unwrap this thing somehow. We'll go to no, not UV unwrap. We're gonna do, see if I could just do an unwrap. Just UV map. This looks pretty good. Do I need to mess with the tiling at all? Yeah, it needs to tile a little bit more than that. That's more like it. And it's not going to be metal over the whole thing, but it will be metal over a bunch of it. The parts that it's not metal, what will it look like? Well, let's find out. Maybe it will be metal over most of it. If this doesn't look amazing when I get it in, I'm going to be sad. Okay, so I'm going to be sad. I need to think about the textures and what this texture is going to look like there. Let's keep going here. I make the door frame. I need the door frame, but I wanted to get the textures in so I could think about what's going to be in between the doors, and I was thinking of making pipes. I think we should do that because my pipes are my best shot at making something that looks awesome. Unless... yeah, let's make the door, make a portal, make sure the portal looks good, and then I'll come in and look at the environment. Let's do iterations here, not try to get everything done in the first shot. So let us actually make that door frame here and export again, update what I have in the play canvas and see where we are. So that looks good there. I need to do some of that. Yeah, I think. Hell, I got a buddy at the United Fruit. I could do this. Okay, now let's change it to a poly and do some crap on it like this. Why is the UV mapping getting... Are you kidding me? Can't do this without wrecking the UV mapping. I may have to just UV unwrap this thing the old-fashioned way. So here, you never see the backs of these things, really. So they don't really need them at all, but I might get a camera shot that shows the back. No, I'll never get a camera shot that shows the back. I do need to put some kind of geometry back there, though. So I'll leave them there. And I'll do this. I hate UV unwrapping. I need to get better at this. But anyways, this is going to be easy, because it's just going to be projected from one of the sides. There we go. And then this one will be easy because it will be kind of projected from the sides. Well, this one is projected from the top. And on the inside, we want no, not exactly. Oh yeah, actually, that's good. Okay, and then we'll have the doors there, and now we can test this out. Because I want to see what the actual portal effect looks like. And the draw calls, I'll worry about the optimization later, but anything that's one texture is going to be grouped into one draw call. So that's going to go pretty well, hopefully. So let's export some of this stuff. I'm going to do an export selected, because I only want to export these two things for right now. Teleportation station. And for the materials, let me think here. Do I want to embed them? I don't want to embed them. I'm not going to. Well, I'll embed them, and then I'll unembed them afterwards. So let's see how that works. This is going to be a big file I'm going to upload because it has the textures in it. So it's like 8 megabytes. It's not very big. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and then for the materials weren't included. That explains why it was so small. What materials did we use? We only used the one metal. It was scratched brush metal. All right, now I need to convert these things. So let me open IR fan view and do a batch conversion from the Jedi Archives material library. Scratch brush metal. Make a new folder called low, and I will just convert them all. JPG 87. Preserve the aspect ratio, taking it down to 15. I can't do that to the normal map though, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Was there anything in this normal map? I don't even know. Is this a blank normal map? Oh yeah, no, it's not blank. Not a blank normal map. So let's resize this thing. PNG resize. PNG maker? Yeah, sure. There we go. So the normal map is 107 kilobytes, while the other things are like 10 kilobytes. But it's because the normal map has to be true color. If you change the colors of a normal map, the normals point in different directions, and it's pretty significant. Is this AO blank? Yeah, I'm not going to use the AO. All I want is the albedo, the glossiness, and the normal map, and the specular. It's more than I want. Hey! This is going to look alright once I get the lighting looking better. Get these things out of the sample world. Okay, and then we got the door. I'll put the door over here and rotate it the way that we want. Let's get the skybox in here. We gotta make a new folder for the skybox, and we'll call it Sky. Then we need to upload the materials for the skybox. I think that I have some in here. I might not. It might just be sitting in download. Oh man, where are my skyboxes at? I gotta have skyboxes. Zero skyboxes. There's probably a skybox over here that I got to put over here. Oh man. Here! Ah, they were just sitting in there. We're gonna use this skybox because it's the one that I found. Are these huge? These are 2K? I don't want 2K. Let's get this into here. This is just called skybox. We'll call it Star Colors. Skyboxes. Star Colors. Okay, and then we're going to do new, low, and I'm going to batch convert this. But these I'm only going to take down to 10.4. Okay. Okay, so that should be good. We're going to pre-filter this cube map, and then we're going to assign it to the camera, or to not to the camera, to the environment. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, now let's try. Now, if I had a whole cube map from a parcel, it'd be easy. But I don't have a whole cube map, so I gotta make a weird portal. So let's get a screenshot. Of this. Take a screenshot there. Now, I might have a screenshot already of a different parcel. I just need to find it. There we go. That's a nice screenshot right there. That looks like it's door level where you're walking in. So we're gonna make this parcel. What parcel was this? A parcel shot. We'll just call it. Oh, why is it such a weird format? It was parcel number. Oh, I haven't finished it in this one. 2701. Parcel shop 271 is what I'll call it. I'll put it over here as a nice tiny JPEG. Now, I want to make a curved surface that has this, don't I? Well, I don't know. Maybe a flat surface would work. Maybe a curved surface would be better. We'll see. Start. Or we're going to root 3D render. And over here, we're going to upload this image, and we're going to see what kind of tricks we could do with scrolling textures and opacity layers and scrolling opacity layers and stuff like that we could do to make this look like a portal. I'm going to start by just putting it on a plane, but I may end up making a geometry for this portal, and this is going to be a portal. Let's call it diffuse, no, emissive. Now, it's not really going to look right, or it's not going to look weird enough. It's not going to look perfect. That's the first thing to note. It's going to look not 3D. If I took a cube map screenshot, then it could look 3D. But it's going to look not 3D, so it needs to be weird, which means we need to obstruct what we're seeing somehow. Through a mask of some sort. One way that might work is by making a cube map here, and it's going to be the world's weirdest cube map. I bet it's such a weird cube map that it's invalid. I believe it is. Why else would it be blue? I have nothing blue on it. Oh wait, I do. Let me see. How true is it that it was because I was invalid? How come I don't see this one? Here's some weird effects. This is good. One that I definitely need is opacity. Let's go to opengameart.com. I'll just search for opengameart. Here we go. And we're going to search this for portal. I'm going to portal texture. Let's go with smoke. Cool. So I'm creating an alpha mask to put onto this portal, what will be soon the portal. Okay, well, let's see how this alpha thing turns out. We're going to open up this thing that we just put here, and then we're going to photo light color light levels. Let's make this thing brighter. Make it super bright. How cool does that look? What parcel is this? This is parcel 2701. got so many windows open. Here we go. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Why is it still thinking? Why is it still thinking? I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's... Oh, it worked! It worked. It worked! Oh, wow, that is cool text! Are you kidding me? That is so cool text. What? Really? That just happens? I didn't even need to tell it to do that? The hell? Okay, this is gonna say, 3D storefront? That can't actually work out that well in the world. Let me refresh just to see what it actually is gonna look like, because if it fades out as I approach it in the world, this is just too awesome. Wow, that is cool. The portal itself needs some help, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I need some kind of parallax on it. I need some kind of parallax on it. What? No, there's no way this is gonna work. There's no way this is gonna work. How about the scrolling texture? Let's see what we can do with that. Got about 30 minutes here to get this looking decent. No mats in here that are real meaningful. Let's try this one. Scroll the specular. I can scroll diffuse, normal, emissive, or opacity. Diffuse, normal, emissive, or opacity. Okay, that might be my portal there. I didn't use the scrolling. I didn't use the scrolling, but I think that's okay. I don't need to use the scrolling. I did make it too specular there at the end. Oh, no, that wasn't that. What is that? Is that the glossiness that's getting me? No, it's probably the sheen or the clear coat. Yeah, but I might have liked the clear coat. No, we're good. I have all kinds of layers on these materials, but that's how I'm rolling. To make it look nuts. Oh, I made it look worse. There we go. Okay, well, let's not trip out on this too much. We got that there. Now we're going to click on it to take us there. The doors being here are a little weird with how the portals turned out to be. But I think that's okay. Just make sure they don't touch. We're pretty good. Okay, maybe that's how we do it. Now I'm going to see if I could copy paste from another one of my projects. I made a wall of smoke not too long ago. And I want that wall of smoke here. There we go. Color fog. It's so pretty. I don't know, maybe I can copy the whole thing over here. Might be pasting in more than I really want here, but let's see. Why would it put these textures here? Oh man, I hate it when it does that. Oh. Okay, then the material for these was okay, and then let's get a texture scroll manager. I want to scroll emissive, And that's all that there is to scroll. Okay. Okay, it's not quite looking right though. Oh, it was working. Huh. It was the thing behind it that we needed the texture too. That's what it was. All right. Now we're cooking. Not bad, not bad. Let's adjust the scale here. I want this thing to be more emissive than it is. I want it to be more emissive than it is. Yeah, that's more like it. That makes it not disappear when I get close. Okay, I can dig it. Oh, it makes it look a little weird though. A little weird. Let's make it look less weird. Okay, a few more of those. How about the thing that I'm standing on? It could use some more detail, and we got to do that impressive looking stuff, and we're running out of time with 15 minutes left. I'm not going to finish this parcel today, so what am I going to finish on it is the question. What am I going to finish on it? Let's get some more door frames in here along the edges and see where that takes us. I'm tempted to make the doors be included. No, I could just batch render them. Yeah, I could just batch them. I could batch these too, but I'm going to include it in the 3D model. So let's go back to Max. Make a clone or two of these. That's good. Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Oh yeah, I did. I knew I could do that. Hold on, it's a Unix system. I know this. Okay, then the doors will go over there. So let's export these. Oh, there's going to be a little bit more though. A little bit more to this. We need a little bit of a path going to it. Also, and any other fancy stuff that I want to get into here before I export. Okay, so save this. Let's get some little panels going into where we want. Right here. Okay, okay. This is looking good. Group all these things together. You know what I could do is I could just attach them into here. Bam. That was easy.
I noticed the lights were on and I thought you might be home. I wasn't sure.
Can't duplicate elements? Why not? Oh, I know what I can do. It's called detach. Okay. See how good this thing is at importing and updating without creating a new folder, and just pop, make it all pop in, please. Pop whenever you're ready. Did I tell it to embed textures again? Don't tell me that it actually did it this time. 8 megabytes. Perfect! Okay, now we could do a little bit of, in the 7 minutes left here, we got some stuff to do. I could click real fast and see if I can do it. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to duplicate this, but then we're going to templates. Just delete this thing. Doors. Okay, and I'm gonna want different things on there. See if I can look these up real quick on the thermometer. Okay, I'm gonna have to finish taking the screenshots, setting up the portal things later. So I'll use all the same portals right now. Maybe I'll fix that all before I even take my screenshot, because when there's so many portals, they kind of blend into each other. That's my concern here. Yep, okay. Quickly. Where's the texture that I just made? Where did it get made in? Oh. Why am I losing my texture at just the wrong time? Glow. There it is. Hey, right. So I started off being optimized, but then I stopped being optimized when I had to get into a hurry. Things could, like I'm mentioning, could be more optimized if I made everything in 3ds Max and then exported. The UV mapping on my doors is weird. Whatever, that's okay for right now. Let's see here. I want to do, you draw a spline and then you put, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit here. Oh, no, there's too much. There's too much that I want to do here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just put some, put the rest of the signs above here, perhaps, and then do a deployment. It's not ready to do deployment. I think that this is just going to be a 2-day build, 2-session build. Things are looking pretty good here. I need to get different portals everywhere. I got the font in there and everything, so that looks good. I got to figure out what to do over here, but this looks like a pretty good hub world. It's pretty straightforward. And when I put things here, like a tube here and a tube here and a tube here, it's going to block out things. Let me do a little bit of that right now. That I can do before I GG right now. Unoptimal way to do it. It's looking better. It's looking a little weirder. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up off stream because I am over time here. Thanks everybody for sticking with me through to the end there. Well, it's not exactly the end because I'm going to do a little bit more so I can take a screenshot of it today, and then I need to do another session on it to get it ready to update and put on the parcel. And the stuff that I just put in there is kind of temporary. I'll probably have to end up taking that out and doing that in a more optimized way. I don't know. Optimization probably doesn't matter too much. Also, the ground just needs to look way better. The ground does not look as good as it should. I love the reflections on everything, though. Those are looking good. Then I got to do collisions and get some the right web browser stuff in here, URLs and all that to link to these parcels. And that's going to be next session. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then just maybe putting a spaceship or something in here to tie it all together. It's going to be a nice little hub world. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll see you all on Friday. Wait, what day is today? I have no idea. I'll see you either Friday or Monday, whatever comes first. It's all the same. And have a great day. I'm moving like a robot. I didn't even notice that. Why was I moving like a robot? That's weird. I'm looking at a little bit of the delayed stream. All right. Peace out, everybody.